What's up, nerds? It's Pat from the Nerds You're Looking For podcast, and today I want to talk about how a meme destroyed a gamer's gamertag. But before we get started, if you like this video and want to support the channel, hit that subscribe button, ding that bell, smash that like button. All three of those things help us out tremendously. But before we get to the silliness that will be this video, I do want to say that I do this video with a heavy heart. I am part of the Madden community, so I'm not ignoring the elephant in the room. However, Tyler, my co-host from the podcast, The Nerd You're Looking For, and I have had this conversation either on the podcast or off the podcast, that we know that you nerds come to the podcast and the YouTube channel to kind of escape the horrible things that happen in the real world. You come here to have fun and be entertained, and I just feel like if I were to make a whole video on that particular tragedy, then that wouldn't really be that much fun for you guys. So I'm not ignoring it. I'm doing this video with a heavy heart. I don't know how much this means to anybody, probably nothing, but my thoughts go out to the people that were affected by the tragedy. I just wanted to say that before we got to the silliness that was this particular video. For those that aren't aware, a few months ago, there was a death hoax for Ninja, the Fortnite streamer right now. He's crazy popular. He's ridiculously good at that game. And there was a meme going around saying that he had died. And it was saying that he had died from Ligma, which the joke is, you're supposed to say, well, this person, or whoever, in this case, Ninja, died from Ligma, and then that person's supposed to say, what's Ligma? And then you say, lig my balls, which I'm a child, so any dick joke is going to make me laugh. But it's a pretty stupid joke, to be honest with you. And honestly, I don't think that it would have taken off like it did. Unfortunately, Ninja did the one thing that you're not supposed to do on the internet, which is tell the internet that you don't like something and you want something to stop. Because that is the #1 rule.
Yo, mods, let's start banning all of the Ligma stuff, please. Just like start with like a 24-hour ban, and then just go straight to bans.
If you tell the internet that you want something to stop, that's the only thing that they're going to do. Eventually, he did lean into it, but at that point, it was kind of too late. But eventually, the Ligma memes did kind of die off a little bit. They still are pretty popular, but for the most part, they had kind of died off. But the reason I wanted to talk about this particular instance is that I read a story that there was an Xbox gamer who went by the gamertag Ligma. And according to his story, he had been using that gamertag for 12 years now. It's a reference to one of the characters that he created in Guild Wars, which I've never actually played that game myself, but it sounds really cool. But apparently this particular gamer really got into that particular game, so much so that he actually used that name for his gamertag. He got so much into that particular gamertag that he actually had custom controllers made with his gamertag on it. So obviously this gamertag meant a lot to him, which I can relate to because I love my gamertag, Patty McNinja. You can add me on Xbox if you'd like. It was actually a nickname that I had in high school, and it kind of evolved when I was in college, and that's when I signed up for Xbox Live for the first time, and so that's the obvious choice for me for my gamertag, and I've loved it ever since. I do get slightly embarrassed when I have to tell somebody that I like work with or something. They find out that I'm a gamer, and they're like, oh, what's your gamertag? And I have to say it out loud. It's kind of silly, but that's pretty much it. I do really like my gamertag quite a lot, so I can relate to this particular guy that he was really into his gamertag. Apparently, so much so that when he married his wife's gamertag is Mrs. Ligma. So I think that's actually pretty cool. But unfortunately, the Ligma meme got so bad that Xbox went in and automatically changed his gamertag. And to add insult to injury, they changed it to the most lame gamertag I've ever heard. It was like Angry Kitten, and there was some numbers at the end of it. I don't remember the numbers, but Angry Kitten is like the most like AI algorithm created gamertag that you could possibly think of. It's so lame. Like nobody uses Angry Kitten unless it was like created for them and they just didn't care and they just went with it. Luckily for this guy though, he went on Reddit, told his story, and Microsoft, because the story got so big on Reddit, Microsoft actually reached out to him and actually fixed it. So it's back to Ligma. So there is slightly a happy story. Unfortunately, his wife's gamer tag is still not changed. They changed both of the gamer tags. His has been changed back. Hers, as of right now, I didn't check this morning, but as of last time I checked, it had not been changed again. So there's a slightly happy story to it. But again, I do relate to them. I would be so pissed if a stupid meme, somehow a meme of McNinja became a thing, which honestly I wouldn't care because that would just be extra pub. But if my gamer tag got changed for something stupid that I had nothing to do with, I'd be pretty pissed as well. But as always, that's just my humble opinion. I'd love to hear from you nerds. On a scale of 1 to 10, how pissed would you be if your gamer tag just automatically got changed? No matter what the reason for it was, how pissed would you be? Scale 1 to 10. Let me know in the comments below. And like I said earlier, if you want to support this channel and you like these videos, hit that subscribe button, ding that bell, smash that like button. All three of those things really help us out. And as always, my name is Patrick Kuhn, and I'm the nerd you're looking for. Take it easy, nerds.